7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey, it's JJ and welcome to the last video from the fall series. In this one, we are doing a double cut crease look using the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. I'm starting off with the shade Green with Envy. It's a dark matte cool toned green and I'm using it to create a fake crease area because we need more lid space for this look. What I'm doing here is using a very tiny precise brush to create a crease line where I want it to be way above my actual crease, and I'm going just a little bit at a time not to mess it up. Once you have that line placed, you can go ahead and add more of the same color to deepen it up and smudge it out so you can blend the other colors with it more easily. Next, I'm taking the shade Nude. It's a matte olive shade, and with a small dense blending brush, I'm going above the first shade and trying to diffuse the harshness of that line a bit. It's a transition shade, so you don't need to be very precise with it since we're going to layer other shades over it and clean up the excess later. Now I'm taking the shade Express Yourself. It's a lovely green moss color and I'm going in between the first two shades to diffuse the harsh line even more and create a gradient effect. You want to have the darkest shade defining your new crease, but you don't want it to be just a harsh line. So blending with other shades will make it look more put together, in lack of a better term. Next, I'm taking Hello Sunshine. That's a matte mustard green shade, and I'm going above the moss green using a flatter blending brush to create a fade out effect. And of course also to make sure that everything is blended out and looking smooth. As you can see, I'm having the darkest shade in that new crease area and going lighter as we go up to the brow bone where the highlight shade will be. Now it's time to clean up under the darkest shade. When it comes to double cut crease looks, it's better to clean up before going in with a concealer. You can use just a Q-tip and any makeup remover or cleanser you have. Because by doing that, you will avoid having any color payoff from the eyeshadow in that negative space we are about to create, and you'll just have a more clean and precise cut crease. With a flat synthetic brush, I'm covering everything below the darkest shade with a concealer, and I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Fair 04. Of course, this is just one of the ways you can do your double cut crease. I'm planning to do some other double cut crease looks in the future using different techniques, so you can have different application options and choose to do it in a way that is easiest for you. Now I'm going in with the shade Red Carpet. It's a matte raspberry shade, and I'm creating a new line with a negative space between the green and this one. And I'm using very small, precise moves to place the shade and determine how big will my negative space be. I'm starting my line in the outer part of the lid and creating a slight wing. And then I'm placing the line in the inner part of the lid and leaving the center of the lid blank for now. From the end of the outer line, I'm dragging the shade to the end of my lash line, same like you would do with an eyeliner. And I'm using a very flat brush to do it. Once my baseline is done, I'm filling in the inner and outer part with that same red carpet color and just keeping the color in both corners, not going in close to the center of the lid. Next, I'm taking the shade Fired Up. It's a very vibrant matte apricot shade, and I'm connecting the two lines I made with a red carpet shade. Then I'm going in with the shade Bright Eyes, and oh my god, it's the most beautiful and buttery metallic orange shade. And I'm using it to fill in both sides, getting closer to the center but still leaving the center blank for now. I'm spritzing my brush a bit and dipping into shade Popstar. It's a metallic gilded gold, and I'm covering the center of the lid. I wanted the center to be the lightest and brightest for this look, and I loved how it turned out. With all these greens and oranges and yellows, it really is a true fall look. It's not really an everyday look, but it definitely is a fun one. To highlight my brow bone, I'm using the shade Light of the Party. Time to clean up the fallout and do the face so we can finish up this eye look. And much better. For the lower lashes, I'm starting off with the shade Express Yourself. With a smaller blending brush, I'm dragging it all the way under my lash line. Next, I'm taking Green with Envy and stamping it very tightly to my lash line. And then I'm taking the small blending brush with no additional product and blending everything out. And I'm trying to grab my mascara, but at this moment, as I'm entering my last month of pregnancy, my movements are very limited. Doing some justice to these lower lashes, and the look is complete. All we need to do is add some color to these lips, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution Nude lipstick in the shade Real. And this is the finished look. Hope you enjoyed the last of the fall series, and next week we are starting with a holiday series, so subscribe to my channel if you want to see me creating some lovely holiday looks. See you next week. Bye!